Imagine a factory vanishing overnight, not by magic, but by science. Picture a sprawling industrial building, once alive with the hum of machines, swallowed up by a thick, mysterious fog. By morning, the factory stands silent, its machinery corroded, its walls stained, and its future uncertain.
This is the true story of a disaster few have ever heard of, how a rare fog event changed the face of an entire industry. It happened in the early 1900s, during the Industrial Revolution, when factories powered by coal and oil dotted the landscape, churning out steel, textiles, and chemicals.
The air was heavy with smoke and fumes, an invisible chemistry experiment, playing out over cities and rivers. One night, in a bustling coastal town, a dense fog rolled in from the sea. Locals were used to fog, but this one felt different, heavier, almost oily, clinging to windows and clothes. As the workers arrived the next morning, they found the factory transformed. Metal parts sparkled with a strange white powder. Paint bubbled and peeled away. The once shiny pipes and tools were rough and pitted, as if aged by decades in a single night. Engineers puzzled over the damage. How could a simple fog do this? Scientists got to work, collecting samples, running tests, and mapping the tragedy. They soon realized the culprit: a perfect storm of pollution and weather. The factory's smokestacks had been pumping out sulfur dioxide, a common byproduct of burning coal. Usually, it drifted harmlessly upwards. But the fog trapped these chemicals close to the ground, where they mixed with moisture and oxygen, forming sulfuric acid. This acid-laden fog settled over the factory, invisible and unstoppable. All night, it ate away at metal, paint, and stone. By the time the sun rose, the factory was a shell of its former self, its walls and machines scarred by a chemical reaction no one had seen coming. The cost was immense. Production ground to a halt, repairs stretched for months, and local officials scrambled to prevent a repeat disaster.
The incident rippled through the scientific and industrial communities. It was a wake-up call about the hidden dangers of air pollution, a lesson in how tiny, invisible changes in our environment can trigger massive, visible consequences. In the years that followed, factories began to install scrubbers and filters. Cities started tracking air quality, and chemists mapped the pathways of pollution more carefully. But the story doesn't end there. The disappearing factory became a case study for environmental science, inspiring new laws and technologies to protect workers, cities, and industries from similar fates. It reminds us that the forces shaping our world are often invisible, working quietly until a perfect storm brings them to light. So, next time you see a foggy morning, remember, behind the mist, there might be a story worth knowing. Follow Lorelight for more stories worth knowing.